This is math for week 7. So, isurat ang pangalan bago kita magpuon. Write your name before we begin. So, our week's topic, for this week's topic, renaming numbers into hundreds, tens, and ones. This is still in connection with what we discussed when we started with the flats, longs, and ones. Okay, let's begin. Part 1, adalanta. Part A, kung igwa ako nin 82, pirang ones igwaan 82. So, do you remember yung place value? So, if you studied well when we had the place value, so let's recall first. The place value, eh, eh, from the illustration, yung place value chart, so it is divided into 3. So, namely, we have the ones, yung nasa pinaka-right ninyo, on your rightmost. Next is the tens and the hundreds. Do not forget the order of this. So, it starts from your right. So, ones, tens, hundreds. And then, as the digits become more, so the more place values are needed. So, basically, it starts with ones, tens, hundreds. So, like for this, pirang ones igwa ang 82. Ilang ones daw ang merong 82. So, ang nakalagay dyan, 2. Why? If you're going to put 82 on the number place value chart, ang tawag dito place value chart. So, review lang muna tayo. So, from this place value chart, if you're going to place 82, so 2 nasa pinaka-right and then 8 under 1. So, tama kung ang sagot ay 2 kasi pirang ones igwaan 2, yan yan. 2. Next, pirang tens igwaan 82, 8. Kasi in 82, we have 8 tens and 2 ones. So, part B, isurat ang tamang numero sa kahon. There are numbers given here. Ito. So, we have 73, 21, 80, 85, 53. What you have to do is separate the ones and separate the tens. So, para din lang ito, number chart. So, if you can imagine, parang itong number chart. So, lagyan ka na ng guhit. Place value chart pala. Wherein, on the rightmost, you need to write the ones. Ito naman sa tens. Madali, very easy lang to. You just need to separate the ones and the tens. So, we have 73. Alin ba dyan ang tens, alin ang ones? Until number 5, 53. So, pause to finish part B. And then, before we proceed to topic connected with this one. Okay, kung igwa akong 2 flats, 5 longs as in 6 na ones, anong numero igwa ako? So, ang reply ng girl, igwa kang 256. Do you remember yung nasa assessment natin wherein I let you identify the number wherein there was merong flats, longs, and units. Yung 134. So, this is just related to that one. So, paano nagkaigwa ng 256? So, it's from the 2 flats. Later, I'll show you what is this about. 2 flats, 5 longs, and 6 na ones. That's why we have 256. Ang flats, longs, saka ones, sarong paagi nin pagbasa sa kapag grupo-grupo o sets kan numero kung pirang hundreds, tens, o ones, igwa ang numero. That's why I let you not forget how this flat, long ones look like or look para hindi mo makalimutan na ito pala, pwede itong, hindi, you do not need to count them one by one kasi understood na siya. If you see a big square na may mga maliliit na square, do not count them one by one anymore kasi it's understood na 100 siya. And then, sa 100, may 10 na 10. Saan yung galing? Ito. So, kapag ito, if you need 10 of this, idikit-dikit, then it will make into one flat. So, ang long naman, ang isang haba ng long is 10. You do not need to count them one by one. And if they will be separated, so, ayan na yan, ones. So, that's why we have ones. So, connected yan sa isa't isa. 1, isa-isa lang. And then, if 10 are put together, then it becomes long. And then, ito naman long na to, if 10 of these are put together, then we make flat. So, yan ang ones, long, and flat. And this is how they are related to the numbers 1, 10, and 100. Okay. Learning competency. At the end of the lesson, learners should be able to rename numbers into hundreds, tens, and ones. So, we now begin with the learning activities. Part A, araman ta. Pirang hundreds, tens, saka ones, ang minasunod. Isurat ini sa bilog. So, we have your examples before you begin answering the activity here. So, halimbawa, meron na dito, may given na siya. So, ang maganda dito, the number is given already, 265. All you have to do is count how many flats. 1, 2. So, that's why you have 2 here. And then count the longs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, that's why we have 6. And then the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have 5. If you're going to identify this as 1, gagawin na natin itong as number, it is 265. Saan yung galing? Ito, pinagtabi-tabi sila. So, 2, 6, 5. If they are joined together, then it will have, we are going to have 265. So, this is what you have to do for A, B, C, D, until letter E. So, pause para matapos po ito. And then, for number 2, so another activity, isurat ang nawawarang numero sa laogkan, balyena, or whale. Okay, meron dito, we have 3 columns. Ano ka lang ha? Ilino ko lang. So, 3 columns. We're in, sorry, medyo hindi straight. We're in, we have here the number itself. Flats, it means the hundreds. Longs means the tens, and ones means the ones. So, ang gagawin mo, you need to fill in the missing number. Okay, like in A is given as example. So, we have here number given 165. Ilang flats? 1. Ang longs naman, 6. And then the ones is 5. So, 165. So, ano yan? It will help you read the number correctly. So, 165. Okay, next, for letter B, what is missing is the whale. Kung walang whale naman, you don't need to put any answer. Kasi ibig sabihin, it does not need any answer. So, ito naman, 4 tens and 8 ones. Anong number siya? And then next, for letter C, 803. So, we have 800s, 0 tens, and blank ones. So, take a look at the digits. Next, letter D, we have 590. So, we have 0, blank hundreds, 9 tens, 0 ones. Ano ang kulang? So, you need to refer to the given number. Next, for letter E, so just like letter B, we don't have the number, but we have 7 tens and 2 ones. Anong number siya? So, okay? Okay na? or you pause muna so you can finish until letter E. And then, you may proceed when you're done. You may proceed with part B. Intindihan tayo, surat ang tamang numero sa laog kan cloud. So, eto naman, there are longs and ones given. All you have to do is identify the number for that. So, ito yung related, parang ano to, level up nung assessment na example na 134. Okay, how did we get 15? So, galing ba saan ang 15? So, ito, ilang longs? 1. Ilang ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if you're going to have it as 1, so it's 15. Next one, for number 2, kayo na ang magbibilang the number of longs and the ones, then write the number for it dito sa cloud figure. So, that is what you have to do for number 3, 4, and 5. So, in number 3, tingnan nyo, kung nagsimula sa hundreds, it means dapat may ones, tens, hundreds. So, it's 3-digit number yan. So, count the ones muna para makita mo kung ano ang value. So, start with the smallest value. Ilang ones. And then, next, tens. Do you see any tens? Bilangin mo. And then, do you see any hundreds? Bilangin mo din. So, clue yan. Kapag long and ones lang, it means may 2-digit ka. You need to give the 2-digit number. Tapos, when you see hundreds, when you see longs, when you see ones, it means 3-digit number. And then, meron pa, if you see hundreds, if you see longs, but no ones, it means 3-digit pa rin siya. Kasi may hundreds na siya. So, may, ano na yan, we have ones, tens, and hundreds. So, it needs 3 digits or 3-digit number for your answer. Also, if there is hundreds and then ones, still, it needs a 3-digit number. Ano po? So, ganito yan. So, kung may hundreds and tens, ito may number, and then this is 0. Kasi wala naman ones. And if you have hundreds, may longs, may tens, and then may ones. Ibig sabihin, lahat to may answer. May given number for it. And then, if we see hundreds and then ones, ibig sabihin, ito may number. Ito, understood 0 kasi wala ng tens. And then, ito may number. So, yan ang magiging clue nyo. Pag may nakitang hundreds, it means you need to give a 3-digit number. Okay, kagaya nitong number 3. Next, for number 4, so we have hundreds also. So, this needs a 3-digit number as your answer. Also, with number 5. Yan, 3 digits lang siya. So, finish until number 5 before you proceed with part C. So, what is it in part C? Panuan, an, atol, yung tamang numero. So, atol is a snail. So, 125. Ito yan. Ito, example. So, ang kulang is the 100. So, 125. So, that is what you have to do with letter B, C, and D. Dito lang maglalagay ng answer. So, ano ang kulang? Finish this before you go to page 7. And then, to continue, there are items E, F, and G. And then, we now go to number 2, pakarayon ang mga numero sa kaisurat ini sa paggong. So, nakikita nyo, we have the ones, tens, hundreds. Do not forget the order. So, ones, tens, hundreds. So, dapat ang mauuna ones, ang sunod is tens, and then the last one is hundreds. Okay, take a look at example for A. 4 ones and 2 tens. Isusulat mo ba siyang as 42? No. So, 42 is not correct. Why? Kasi hindi pa siya arranged properly. What should be the proper arrangement? Ano yung pinaka nasa right side? So, ones. For ones, ibig sabihin, andito siya. Pinaka-right. And then next is 2 tenths. So, that's why 4 ones and 2 tenths, it means 24. So, if you like to arrange it first, para hindi kayo maguluhan, pwede nyo isulat dito. So, anong una muna? 4 ones o 2 tenths? So, syempre, 2 tenths. So, 2 tenths and then 4 ones. So, that's why we have 24. Yan. Okay, for letter B, may mga tricky items. 2 tens, 4 hundreds, 3 ones. So, ibig sabihin, we have 3-digit number. H, I'll give a pattern. HTO. So, alin ba dyan ang ones? Isulat dito. Alin ang tens? Alin ang hundreds? Also, for letter C, 6 hundreds, 9 tens. Like what I mentioned, kapag may hundreds na, still you need to give a 3-digit number. Kapag hindi doon nabanggit, sa ones, tens, hundreds, so, ibig sabihin that will be 0. Okay? Number 3. Okay, part 3. Number 3 o part 3, isulat ko na hundreds, tens, o ones, ang mga numerong may linya. For letter A, it's given as example already. So, we have 18. So, what is 8 in 18? It's ones. Bakit? Ito. Ones, tens, hundreds. So, 8 here is ones. For letter B, 24. 2 ang may underline. Letter C, 165. 6 is underlined. Letter D, 399. 3 is underlined. And letter E, 678. 8 is underlined. So, yan na lang pipili. So, the spelling is already given. Hundreds, tens, or ones. Right on the proper line. Pause so that you can finish everything until page 7. And then lastly, ano ang mga nanodan ko. Ganing check kung ano ang sa indong namatian, manong sa indong nanodan. How did you feel? Were you feel okay or still confused? So put a check on green or red box. And then suggestion from the parents, write it here kahit maikli lang. So yan, that's it for week 7. Ito pala is written by one of our grade 1 teachers, si Teacher Anel. So, proudly, NCS to made. So, that's it for Math week 7. And then again, we have one more left before we end quarter 1. Diyos mabalos, paaram!